When I found out I was pregnant with Cayden, I was over the moon. Pregnancy was brilliant, I was happy, family were over the moon, you know, just normal, and I noticed he had a red lump on the bottom of his spine. The doctors noticed as well, and they said that he needed a scan, but they sent us home and we went back for a scan, and then I received a letter in the post to say it was spina bifida. So then I started having appointments at the hospital, and they told me it was normal, that there was nothing to worry about. It was a really minor case of it, so I didn't really think anything else of it, you know. I wasn't worried. He was developing normally. When the first time Cayden got meningitis, he had high temperature, he wasn't feeding very well, just seemed generally poorly, but I noticed the soft spot on top of his head was bulging, so I knew it wasn't right, and I took him to the hospital, and they'd done a lumbar puncture and confirmed that he had meningitis. When I knew he'd come through, he was a very strong little boy, and it was lovely to see him smile, be back to normal again after. The second time he got meningitis, he was 11 months old. This time was different. I could tell that it was different. He was extremely poorly, he wasn't himself. I'd been to the doctors 3-4 times in the week, and they said it was, you know, viral, normal things, throat infection, viral infection. I decided to ring an ambulance. I mean, his eyes had gone very glazed, he wasn't really responsive, he didn't like to be picked up, he didn't like to be touched, he wanted to sleep a lot. By the time the ambulance had actually got there, which was minutes, I would say, his skin had mottled. It wasn't a rash, it was like a corned beef look on the under the skin. It was very scary. It deteriorated very, very quickly. It was like I took one child to hospital. In hospital, he was a complete different child. He was going to die, it was just when he was going to die. I asked a particular doctor, you know, as a mum, could I have done anything differently? Have I done something wrong? And her answer was, I can't answer that for you. I mean, that's heartbreaking. When in the same conversation, she's told you that your son is going to die, that he's going to pass away, there's nothing more that they can do. And then in the same conversation, you know, she made me feel like she doesn't know if it was my fault. I was asking questions upon questions, and I was very pushy, and I wasn't getting it. I was just getting fobbed off. They basically told me that if you're not happy with the answers we're giving you, then you'll have to seek them elsewhere. The only way I was going to get any answers is if I went to Solicitors. So I went to Hudgell Solicitors, and thanks to them I got the answers that I needed. I knew he'd had spina bifida, was told it was nothing to worry about. What I wasn't told is that he had an open tract on his spine, at the bottom of his spine, and there was a dermoid cyst further up that should have been investigated straight away and removed. That holds infection. It was only a matter of time before he got meningitis the second time. It wasn't if, it was when. I wouldn't be here now, and I wouldn't know what I knew if it wasn't for Hudgell. And they've worked so hard. They really have. It's been such a long time, and they've worked day and night to get the answers for me and my family what we needed. Without them, it wouldn't have happened. I opened a Facebook page, Cayden Story, and I've also started a website, caydenstory.org.uk. People are coming to me with their stories, you know, telling other people about their stories, the feelings, what their family's been through. It's about feeling like there's a community there that you can speak to that have been through the same, you know, talking to someone who's been through the same, who understands what you've been through. It's really important. It really is, to know that someone's always there. It's not just about meningitis, it's about brain injury, spinal injury, you know, if you need a legal point of view, you know, you don't know where to turn to, you know, there's answers. I received a message on the Facebook page on the wall, and she'd been on and she'd seen the symptoms, and, you know, straight away, don't wait for a rash, don't wait for a rash, and things like that. And she took a little girl straight to hospital, and it was found very early that she was diagnosed with meningitis, and she's doing really well, and you know, she's recovering and she's doing okay. And you know, I was over the moon. It was very emotional I mean, it's amazing, it really is, and I'm so happy, and I really am proud of how they've both taken off. I couldn't have asked for anything better, anything. There's not enough awareness out there. People assume automatically it's a rash that comes up first. It's not. You don't wait for a rash. There are all different symptoms, you know, and you don't have to have all these symptoms. 1 or 2 is enough. And you got instinct. You take your child, you know, and that could save your child's life. It really could.